Good morning, Power BI professionals. I'm Dave, and I'm going to talk about creating toggle buttons with the blank button function located right here. And you are going to go down and like this and hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I make one of these videos. Now, the whole thing is that, do I want subscribers? Yes, of course. I would love to get to a point where I can monetize this. I really do. I can't wait for that day. But at the same time, I'm using this mostly because of the fact that you can hire someone else to write your resume. You can lie on your resume. You can hire a programmer to build a bunch of low-tech programs and put them up on your GitHub. But this is me actually developing reports, and you can see me doing that and while I'm talking. So this is my effort to show you what I can do. That being said, so let's see here. This is a card, and we can do the delivery date. And this is everything I'm just going to do really fast. And I'm just gonna select it, I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm going to paste it. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to line them all up. I love how they added these extra tools in here so you can see when the two get together. It's really nice for putting things together like this. Now this is let's say this is the shipping date now. And this is the purchase date. So now we have the earliest purchase date, the earliest shipping date, and the earliest delivery date. Now when you click on a different thing here, these are going to change around a little bit because they all have different dates attributed to them. But once we click off, it goes to the earliest date in the system and the latest date and if I were to click here, and that's the filters, and click the latest date, now it's the latest date of the system. So we're going to go back and we're going to go earliest, even though it doesn't matter, they all have the same purchase date apparently. But now you saw me do something over here, and we're going to bring out a card. I'm going to shove it up in this corner, and I'm going to get that purchase date. Now what you saw me do was you saw those count and then count distinct. Now if I had put in multiple times where there were a switch left track, you would see 12, but then if I hit count distinct, it would still be 11. Now, I'm not sure why this is just saying count distinct right now, but there are 11 purchases. And we can change this right here, and I'm going to go to the end and just going to go from there. Count of purchases. So at some point, we actually have to talk about what I was going to talk about. And we can talk about this right here. Because we can take these cards that will move with different items, and we can take a blank button. Come here. Remember how I told you I love how they put these red lines up here so you can really monitor what you're doing? Now we have to go back. I usually like to have grid lines shown. The selection pane, the bookmarks pane. These are panes you need to have when you're doing your buttons. Let's get rid of filters for right now. And what I'm trying to do is find out why on earth I can't find this card. Here we go. Send backward, send backward. Send to back. There we go. Because we're still, if we still click on this, we're going to be connected to it. And that's why I like the selection pane being open, because with that blank button, you can't always click it. Because now, am I clicking the card or am I clicking the button? Clicking the card, because the button's all the way in the back. But if I go back here, now I'm clicking on the button. And that is important. So we're going to close these for now. No, we should have just closed these. I'm actually a little bit worried that I haven't been recording this whole time. Nope, we're still recording. I just don't know how to stop it. Power BI is taking up so much space, and that's another thing you have to know is your computer able to handle this? All right. Now this has to be information that has to do with your purchase dates. So because it's purchase dates, let's go with item. Yeah, table might not be a bad idea. If I could grab that. And then we can have the item subtotal, total, the item type. Let's put the item type above the item. Now this page has already got to be pretty big. And then purchase date. Now remember, whatever you put in at the top appears first. Now I'm going to move this up to here, and then we are going to copy, paste, paste, because I love doing it so much. The real fun thing is that you can actually set your parameters on different pages, set all the filters a certain way. And for each page you can do this, and then copy a table and put it on each page, and the filters will all automatically filter it to whatever you want it to be. Let's get this button. This button needs to be shrunk. Okay, so we're pretty much there for those. Now we want to go in and take a shipping with this one. And we want to do item type, item subtype, and item. And we want to get rid of these. And we want to find our shipping date. And I suppose whether or not there were tariffs involved. Don't bring that up. I don't know. How about the quantity of each? And that right there is really neat because we can do all of this here, and it changes down here, but okay. Then we do delivery. None of this is easy. So let's get delivery date in there. Take out the purchase date. And put in the quantity. I'll put the quantity into here too. And now the fun part, because you can see that they're all somehow linked together. So you have to do this very carefully. Without actually selecting any certain thing. Bring them all up. Now we're going to get that selection pane and the bookmarks pane back in. And now we've got a table, and a table. And we want to do bookmark 1, and we're going to rename that right now to purchasing. And now that we have purchasing, we're going to, oh, I do not like how I can't change that. So now purchasing was the first one, so we're going to have this one hidden, and we're going to right click and then click update, and then we're going to add another one. We're going to nickname this one, rename it as Ship-hopping. Pardon me, still have a cough. And that should have been our second one, so we're going to get rid of that one, and we're going to get rid of that one. Then we're going to click update. And then we're going to rename this as delivery. And that should be our last one, so we're going to, oh goodness me, what did I do? We're going to update this one. We're going to go back to shipping. We're going to hide this one and open this one and update. And now if you just click on these, that table will change. And that's how you know you did it right. So we're going to go back to that button. And we're going to hit the action and turn it on. And we're going to click a bookmark. And we're going to, now that we've built those bookmarks, they're already down here. And we're going to say that we want this to be purchasing. Here's where it gets really kind of funky. Is that we also have to have another button to get back. None of this is going to be easy. So we're going to have another button. Bring this back here. Make it the same size as before. If you thought this was going to be easy, I am really sorry. I mean, it's not hard once you get used to it, but now because of the fact that we have all of these going on, like, so now we have purchasing. So the second that we have this purchasing, we have to go down to this button and hide it and update it. Now this button is going to, I even had to stop for a second and think about what I was doing here. This button, now that we're selected on here, is going to go on to an action. Now we're going to add another bookmark really fast. Hit rename as the main or main dashboard. And the main dashboard is going to have no tables, and it's not going to have the main dashboard button because it's going to have this button, and we're going to update that. Are you following? I hope you're following with this, because like I'm going to have to put in so much to like do whatever I can to keep everything calm for you, because this is just, it's a lot to think about. So now we have the main dashboard, this new button that we just made, okay, so hold on, we have to go back to purchasing, go to this button, the action, turn it back on, take the type, turn it into a bookmark, get the bookmark, make it to go to main dashboard. Okay. Now, to kind of help with this, a lot of times I'll just put a tooltip, and that's what comes up when you hover. In case this is the first video that you get to watch, go to dashboard. And now we can come over here. This should be, let's see here. Let's do the fill. Make it 100% transparent. And that's what I did wrong earlier, is that this button should be brought forward, and this should be 100%. Fill color should be, well, it doesn't matter because it's 100% transparent. And go forward, bring to front. And watch, see now, it's going to go purchasing, main dashboard, purchasing, main dashboard. And that is a button that now, are you still not? I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right, because it should be 100% transparent, which means it's completely see-through. But as you see, it's not changing. So now I'm kind of confused if this is just like an editing error. Well, it's nice to see that it's working there. How's the background? Okay. There we go. I knew something was wrong. I knew it. Let's get that thing going here. There we go. Now, oh, we can take this off. So see how this has got a border now? let's go to this, and where is that border? That border is turned off for the button. So what's going on? The outline? There we go. Take that off. Now it looks just like the other buttons, or it looks like just like these other cards here. And you can do this with any visualization. This is not visualization specific. You didn't see me, do anything. These buttons will cover any amount of area. I could take this button and put it over an empty piece. I can put it over the table. I can put it over anything. And you can copy and paste and just do this all the way across. And what this will do is it'll change all of these tables up at the top. And then you can structure that so that you can turn on and off. You saw me turn on and off the table and everything. And I can do a whole bunch of other stuff in here. And this is for when you really want to pack in a lot more information into your report. And then you don't want to have to build buttons that take up even more space. Just use a visualization as a button, and it just makes it so much easier. Now, I'm sorry, I forgot. When you're clicking on a button in your report and it's not live anywhere, you actually have to hit Control and then you can left click on it. Now you can see here, this button still has an outline. Pardon me. Oh. Can I click on that? Isn't that neat? That visualization, that card is now a button. So I'm gonna go ahead and thank Guy in a Cube or Guys in a Cube, because I originally got the idea, like I learned all of my button information from Guy in a Cube. I just want to make sure that I Guy in a Cube, Power BI. I want to say it's Patrick. So I'm sorry. Here, I have him on LinkedIn. I'm giving a shout out to him because he's the one. And if you go into into their videos, and it is Patrick LeBlanc of Guys in a Cube. I am going to tell you this right now. Somebody asked me, it was a survey. How do you feel about this class that you took in Power BI? And I was like, honestly, I wish I would have not bothered, and I wish I would have gone into Guy in a Cube. If you want to learn data visualization, different techniques and whatnot, Guy in a Cube is awesome. But yeah, then I just adapted it to my needs. So, that's all that we can do, right? We're just adapting things to our needs. And the thing is that the problem with this is that what you set here will change. So if you're going to try to do the 16 soft 8 straight kits, whatever, we'll do a switch right. If you're going to try to do a switch right and then you're going to sit there and hit this button, that switch right just became untoggled. So that it's not a solution to everything, but it is a solution to a lot of different things going on. So technically, like if you really wanted to, you could make each one of these a button if you really wanted to do that. going back over here, so this is a card. This is a multiple row card. Never mind, that's not going to be, but I'm looking for this. There used to be something where you could put in a few more items into your card, and I'm just not seeing it. There's like another thing. This is all new. This is all the new September, and now that we're coming into October, there's gonna be another update. We just, pardon me. It's just, sitting here so much. But we are going into October now. It's the 27th of September, so we're most likely going to be seeing another update in about 2 to 3 weeks for Power BI. We're still hoping for our dark theme to come back. I mean, this is not too bad, but a lot of light colors are just really not great for your eyes. So yeah, if you liked this video, if you think I could do better, or you wanted me to actually do these buttons, like just keep making them across the board, and you don't feel that the 20 minutes I've been here has been long enough, I completely understand, but comment below. And I am still working on the video where you use R to input Google Analytics into a database, and then we will connect that database straight up to Power BI, and you can see just how fast data warehousing can affect your Power BI reports. But I have to use that for my data, so it's a little personal. But that, and also I have to rewrite the code a little bit for the V4 API. And I'm just having too much fun making these Power BI videos. So if you liked it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. You know, hit that like button. Let me know that you liked the button. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers, hey, you know what? This guy, he made a good Power BI video. I think you should check him out because he's got some good ideas on space saving stuff. Tell your employees, hey, your reports are too big. I don't want to see 50 pages for a report. Why don't we make some buttons? And if you're crazy enough, you can make buttons on the pages that you can get to with buttons. And buttons and buttons and buttons and buttons. And just like and subscribe. We're going to do some more videos soon.